Honda HR-V crossover first hit the North American market for the 2016 model year. The first generation model was a soft roader. It was designed pretty much for an older audience, one that wanted reliability, wanted an easy drive, wanted reasonable content at a reasonable price. But it really wasn't exciting. It was kind of underpowered. It was kind of small. Here we have the second generation HR-V, a 2023 model. This is the top line EXL Navi, $37,130 here in the Great White North. It has improved so many ways over the first generation model, but it still maintains that understated vibe. It's very mild-mannered. It is a soft roader. There's no trail mode. It's not designed to go adventuring. It is an urban commuter. Not that there's anything wrong with that. The first generation HR-V was a solid seller for Honda Canada, about 11,000 units a year, give or take. Not as good as the CR-V or the Civic, but pretty much number 3. In the 7 years since the HR-V first appeared in North America, the competition has become a lot more numerous and a lot tougher. So what makes the second generation HR-V so much better than the first? Let's start with the powertrain. The previous HR-V was powered by a 141 horsepower, 1.8 liter 4-cylinder engine. The new HR-V is powered by the same engine as in most Civics. It's a 2-liter, 158 horsepower engine with 138 pound-feet of torque. 17 more horsepower, 11 more pound-feet of torque. Does that really change the way it drives? Not so much. It's still, if not slow, kind of leisurely, especially if you're trying to merge onto a highway. Around town, it's pretty good. It has enough guts to get you in and out of traffic. Other improvements. Well, this HR-V is on the same platform as the Civic and the CR-V. It now comes with an independent rear suspension. It rides very well for its size. It also handles well. The other big thing, especially in comparison to the first generation, is legroom. The first generation was very generous in the rear seat department. Not so much up front. You kind of sat upright, especially if you're tall, like me. This model, there's plenty of front seat legroom and reasonable rear seat legroom. Much better for adults all around. The EXL also comes with a larger 9-inch touchscreen in the center console. You have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay compatibility. So what's the upshot here? The new HR-V is way better than its predecessor. But as I said earlier, the competition is tougher. Is the car's sort of vanilla, understated vibe that much different than its predecessor? I have to say no. Not that that's a bad thing. There's a lot of people that just want a basic, well-driving, well-contented, reasonably priced unit. This is it. In terms of marketing, this HR-V doesn't move the needle all that far from its previous generation. It's still reliable. It definitely rides well. It's pretty well contented. There are a couple of things that are missing, but for the price, it does the job very well. It's quiet, it's smooth, it might not be powerful, but some people really just want the basics. For a more detailed written review on the new HR-V, go to the Driving.ca website. For Driving.ca, I'm Brian Harper.